been seeing all over Instagram, social media, something called brow lamination. Okay, I feel like this is the next biggest thing after microblading, and I kind of want to get my brows that way. I normally just fill my brows and they're very sleek and they're strong, but this is very trendy and cool right now. So I did some digging of my own because I would be in a studio getting them done in 2 seconds if it wasn't COVID right now. But because it is COVID, I am not going anywhere and I am stuck home. So I did some digging, and what I found is that there are some options. There's the original soap brows look. Then there is brow lamination, which is actually a chemical process, almost like a relaxer for your eyebrows. This is great for me because my eyebrows are super brassy, they're just wiry, they're not soft eyebrows, and they're really actually stubborn. So to hold my brow in place, I require brow gel and brow primer because they're all over the place. I have to trim them every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, just because they get a little out of control. However, I'm going to try this brow lamination. In the meantime, I'm going to show you what it might look like if I were to go there. I came across my brow primer, and I noticed my brow primer in the past I would use like a wax primer, and it's a light primer. It holds the product in place all day, but it's a light hold also, and I would still need my brow gel on top of that. But this primer from Unique brow primer, I use it on my lids and I use it on my brows. It holds my product all day, but it's also a very tacky hold to hold the brows. So you don't necessarily need a brow gel. So I thought, let me try this. I feel like maybe because it's a little more tacky, it's going to hold my brows in place to give me that look of a nice brow lamination, soap brow, straight up, brushed up strokes and filled in. So let's give it a try. I'm just gonna take my brow primer and I'm gonna rub it in. And I'm really gonna scrub it in because I want it to get deep down onto the skin within my brows. So it's kind of like a little shampoo for your eyebrow. That one's done. And I'm gonna take this one and do the same. And then I'm gonna let it sit there. I'm gonna get the rest of my products that I'm gonna use, and it's just gonna kind of dry out a little bit, and I'm gonna brush through my brows once it's dry. So to fill in my brows, I would use, sorry, I thought I had the product here. I would either use a brow pencil or a brow powder. Sometimes I like to mix both. I like to take my pencil and create actual strokes if it's super thin, or I would take my powder and just fill it in lightly. So today I'm gonna use my powder. And I'm gonna, now it's kind of dried, I'm gonna brush up my eyebrows. And you can see the hairs are now starting to stay up. It's still feeling a little soft. So I might put a little more product on. As you can see, my eyebrows are so stubborn. They're so thick. It's crazy. So that brow lamination would definitely work well for me. I would be a great candidate for that. It would just make the hair so soft. And then they do some kind of setting, like a step 2 where it sets it into place. It's really nice. Okay. And I'm just really working the hairs up. Okay guys, so I've brushed up to the best of my ability. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my brow powder and I'm gonna fill in where it's really sparse underneath. And I'm gonna carry that powder right through, still kind of brushing the hairs up. And when you get towards your peak over here, you just kind of push this part down. You don't want the sides to kind of stick up. And push this down. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little shadow brush and I'm going to just blend the color. Again, I have black eyebrows. So I just want to blend the brow powder with my hairs. It also takes away any kind of like primer residue you might see on top, and then the primer holds the product on, so it's going to stay like this all day, which is great. Okay guys, so I filled in underneath, I've carried the product through to the tips. Now all I'm gonna do is take a little concealer and go around the edges of my brow. This kind of makes the brow stand out. It makes it look a little stronger. Kind of adds like a little highlight. Okay, so there you have it. This is my version of the soap brow. I used my brow primer, let it get real tacky, brush the hairs upward, filled in underneath with my powder, carried the product through. I used Anastasia taupe brown brow powder and the 7B pencil. Brush. And then I took my concealer with a flat brush and I just went around the edges. And that's it, guys. There's so much primer on here, it's going to hold all day. So I hope you enjoyed my video today. Give me a share, send me some comments, let me know what you think. And the link is in the bio to purchase any of these products. Talk to you soon. Bye.